Hi, my name is Renee Daggett, and I'm a certified QuickBooks consultant and tax preparer. In this webinar, we will be learning how to read financial statements in QuickBooks. Grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. This will be your homework list. Write down the topics that you want to go back and review more carefully. Thank you for allowing me to share how QuickBooks can help you read financial statements. Now let's get started.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Renee Daggett. I am the owner of Admin Books, and I'm welcoming you to our webinar calling Reading and Interpreting Financial Statements. I think this is probably my favorite part of being a business owner, a CEO, a CFO, a bookkeeper. This is where you can ask questions, investigate. You're kind of like a detective. And then also you can conclude what these numbers are telling you. And what I want to do is basically I'm going to tell you about our agenda for today. We're going to discuss why is it important to be able to read and interpret the financial statements. We're going to talk about, it's not so secret, it's a profit formula. I'm going to give you some examples and talk to you about how to project a profit. And then we're going to dive into some sample financial statements. And I'm going to kind of give you insight to what my thoughts are when I'm looking at a financial statement. What do I think about the questions that I ask, the conclusions that I have? We're going to talk about goals and budgets and all of that good stuff. So, so let's get started. Let me get my PowerPoint here off. And everybody should have gotten a handout. The handout is quite lengthy today. We're basically going to stay out of QuickBooks. And I was trying to figure out how do I want to communicate what I want to say. And the best way that I know how is actually reading part of the book that I wrote last year. It's called Your Financial Flight Plan, Pilot Your Business to Profitability. And I guess because I've written this book and I just, it just says exactly what I want to say. So we're going to go through a couple pages from my book, and then we're going to dive into some sample QuickBooks financial statements. So let me just have you sit back, relax, and let me read to you. So it says here, when flying in the dark or the clouds, how does a pilot reach its destination? He relies on the instrument panel to navigate the aircraft when there are no visual cues. The same is true for a business. How does a company know where it is going? By relying on financial statements to state where they are and where they are headed. Financial statements are the CEO's instruments. Like a captain reads the instruments on an aircraft to navigate, so must business owners read their financial indicators in order to know where they are. Let me go to the next page here. In my years of working with business owners, I have found that many do not look at a profit and loss statement. Maybe you do look at the statement, but do you know how to interpret the numbers? And on the balance sheet, do you know your net worth? If you sold all your assets, could you pay off all your debts? If you are a serious CEO, you must be able to read your instruments, your financial statements. Can you imagine running a business and not knowing how to read a financial statement? Don't be embarrassed. Ask. It is important to understand the stability of your company. Once business owners and managers can read financial statements, they can make intelligent decisions. The same is true for a captain of a business. Very few people have come to me with clean and accurate reports they can rely on. And yet so many owners operate their business either without having financial statements or without having reliable statements, and they wonder why they are overwhelmed, stressed, and grumpy. When you know exactly where you are, then you can make a plan to fly at a new and smoother altitude. If you're flying in the red, then you must stop and develop a plan of action immediately. Yet, when flying in the black, don't let the monetary resource give you a false sense of security. Attention in both cases is important. So you're running your business and you're flying at an altitude of 37,000 feet. You're headed toward your destination, but the company is experiencing some bumps along the way. As a pilot, you know the ride will be smoother at 27,000 feet. As a business owner, you know that cutting your expenses by $10,000 will decrease the stress you feel when paying bills. What do? Do you know how much you're spending each month for telephone, meals, gas, and advertising? Figuring out your net worth is important if you want to know your current financial position. Net worth is a simple calculation. Ever hear of that old saying, numbers do not lie? Well, you could be driving the latest car, living in the largest home, and still have a low or negative net worth. Here are some ways to increase your net worth. Do not overspend. Reduce or even eliminate unnecessary expenditures. Number 2, save. The earlier you start, the more you will accumulate over time. And 3, manage your assets, retirement accounts, investments, to get the best rate of return. These are easy to write and easy to say, but the results are seen with consistency and determination. If business owners operate their business in the dark, in the clouds, or through the thunderstorms, then the only way to survive and not hit the mountain is to rely on accurate statements, like the airspeed and altitude indicator. Just as a captain must rely on instruments to see beyond the dark, the snow, the rain, so must owners rely on accurate financial statements. How can they do that? The profit and loss statement shows income and expenses. The balance sheet shows assets and liabilities. Together, these statements indicate whether the company is on course or if it will land in Ireland rather than California. I hope that you have gleaned several ideas to help you read and interpret your financial statements so that you can be successful. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching this webinar. I hope you were able to glean several ideas of how you can improve your QuickBooks file. Make sure you check out my website for complimentary documents, audios, and business tips to help you be successful. If you need more information, contact our office. Take care and see you soon.
To order our products, get free support tools, or for more information, visit our website at www.adminbooks.com. Email info@adminbooks.com or call us at 1-408-782-9640. To send a fax, 1-888-459-1117.